still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Wilson airing it out to start. Short pass brought in. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Rolling over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback with his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Got it! Ready! Go!
They'll throw 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
So 1st down from the 41. Russ is cooking again. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Upton Stout. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go! On rock line! On 18 Cardinal! 18. Ready!
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Now maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Ready!
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Throwing off the play fake. Look at that power, deep left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go now! 70 Timberwolves! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Throw here, 3rd down. And he's going to try another deep one here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
First down now, ball at the 33. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. That one's complete over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have the first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nick Martin picks it off. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, trading picks already in the opening quarter. I know these two coaching staffs couldn't agree on much down there. But both of them will be very happy to see some cleaner football. This keeps up. Turnovers are more than likely going to decide this outcome.
Ready.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And it went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
19 Tiger. Warriors 17. 19 Lions.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first. They send a man in motion. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. On the move, past the 40. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Has him on a quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Ready. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Ready.
Now looking to throw. Flush down to the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
It's not enough. You said it, but it's not enough. You said it really stuff, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I'm in it. Hey, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G. Hey, watch him do it. We survived outside, all from the
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
380. Start.
From the red zone now. Cut to the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Wilson on a sneak. Trying to drive the pile forward, but they aren't moving it. This sneak is going to be stopped short in that goal line.
Okay, Kate, I'll turn it around to you. Who do you think was the best quarterback sneaker in the history of the game?
Ooh, you really want me to answer that? Okay,
Yeah.
well, some people where I live now here in Philly don't like this, but some people say it might be Tom Brady, partner.
Yeah, well, those some people are exactly right. He was the best.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Nice off.
They'll try to run for it with Montgomery. And a big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings them to 1st and goal.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
315.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. Montgomery can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
So now they're going to throw with Wilson. On the move, headed right. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Wilson now from the gun. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Forced out to his right. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
On the draw, this is Johnson. Well, stretching his legs a little here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
Go, 14.
3rd and long for him here. Left side, caught by Metcalf. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
What?
On 1st down, it's Wilson. Has it down close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling out to his left. Firing it deep, left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. So it'll be 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Let's go now. 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Not saying 19.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Ayuk makes the catch. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A gain of 15 there. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7 at 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Okay, ready.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Go. 76, go.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
It's a nickel look for the Steelers here on 3rd.
Red. Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Looking in the air here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chain! Gotta move the chain! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Jack Panther. Here we go, here we go.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So it'll be 2nd and long coming up. And that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment.
Ready, break.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Ready. Cougar 19.
I'll throw it. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Well, Brock, we don't see this often, but love it whenever we do. The fullback, the target on that one, and he ends up with 6.
You're absolutely right, Kate. You don't see fullbacks utilize that much, but man, when you do have a weapon like that, it stretches a defense so thin. Big time touchdown. Yes, by a fullback.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Russ. Throw right side finds Pittman. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Good job right there.
First down, here's Russ. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Russ is cooking again. Cut out left. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Wilson on 1st and 10. He rolls to his right. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as the play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage, but still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain. That feels like a sack for those defenders.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Russ now from the gun. Throwing the out without complete. Picked up by the 49ers. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Come on. Hey.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. He's got Ayuk downfield. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
Moving right, airs it out down. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
35-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw from Wilson. Buying some time right. For big yards on the right side. And he's taken down at the 30. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. San Francisco to the line. He's first and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 8. Ready.
They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down with just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They go play action on first down. Buying some time left. Now he takes it. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
That's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds, or he can get the first down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready?
So before the play clock has a chance to expire, Kyle Shanahan signals timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Marking 18.
He'll look to throw. Getting out to his left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Okay,
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
70 races, 60 vices, 60 vices.
They'll throw. Third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 29-yard gain. And that gives the 49ers the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Go! Buffalo 80, Buffalo 18. Go!
Working on first down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
All set now. First and 10.
Let's go now.
From the red zone on first. Headed out right. That throw finds Kittle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing off the play fake. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
On the ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Back.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That's why these coaches get paid, Kate, what they get paid. You got to make adjustments. That's a different look at defense than the one we saw in the first half. And you got to keep fighting, keep scratching, keep clawing, because that effort is going to be key here the rest of the way. Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you left touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd. Wilson now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That finds Pittman, complete. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That's caught by Montgomery. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing again. Here's Wilson. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Looking quickly here.
14 more yards.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Wilson with it on 1st. Find Johnson out of the backfield. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
1st down and goal to go.
All go special! All go special!
Wilson to throw again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week. Continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. Johnson. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers start the 2nd half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game.
Steelers 41.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. It's Deebo Samuel with the return.
Deebo Samuel on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Get up. 18 card, check, Panther. Ready.
Again, left side to McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining.
At the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go, check. 70.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's going to go out of bounds before he's going to make anything of that effort, partner. Going to be a loss of it looks like about 1 on 1st down.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
1st down from the 42.
Let's go. Ready.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. They're throwing it. Looking this fullback now. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. When it comes into play, 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves a whole playbook wide open for you.
Ready.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Come on. Hit.
Here's McCaffrey again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 9-point advantage. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Wilson now off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Russ. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for Steelers. 1st down.
1st down, here's Russ. Finds Montgomery on the drop down. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Russ now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
The Steelers
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Wilson on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
2nd and 3 now.
Go. Listen. Start.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This defense been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. To the air on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Wilson. Brought in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Escapes, and he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Russell Wilson with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you could do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains, the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their...
All right, looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our officials, making sure they got this one right. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. He rolls to his right. And that throw just too high for him. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Defense looking for a stop. Extra DB out on 3rd and goal. They'll run in with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. David Montgomery with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. Bronco 80. Smash. Ready.
A run with McCaffrey. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That was just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. 49ers up by just a couple of points.
Go.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches.
Come on. Set. Go.
They stick with McCaffrey. And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Cowboy 80.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The Steelers calling their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Get it.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Buying some time right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Panther 60. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Chased out to his right. He's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds, so the clock's going to stop, Brock, but the celebration begins. That gets him the first and wins them this ball game.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
18 Cardinal.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. Trying for the touchdown. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow when they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Going deep here for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Warriors 70.
Looking to throw. He makes the catch. He will have the first down there for the 49ers. And that should do it, Brock. They can take down this win.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Ready? Go.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Alert! Here we go. Start.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL, not EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place. True indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly, I can walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I got to bring it to you, cowards, then it's gonna be quick. I on your man that been in jail before. Whoa, you know the motherfucker you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' broke the dog with some bump. They go to click, now run one. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my due. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him. I explain so fuck what you. Oh, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else, and we all thought you.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a he said my life's a bore. Joke with my wife cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm
Something takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe